Up through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing his Wentz, being chased out left. This is taken by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. They'll fight forward for a couple down.
Followed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Drake. And he is going to be... One-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite.
Things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays are going to...
A gain of 35.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Sheds another. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the...
Well, without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guys just not wrapping up well when they try to tackle him.
And that's the thing. You've got to wrap up. A lot of times these days you see guys, they just want to go as hard as they can and throw their body at somebody. That's not old school football, though.
No, old school football is fundamentals. Wrapping.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on, but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more two-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. Miami getting set for their next drive, and they lost Week 6 again, this time to Washington, coming off the open week. And they were at home, and Washington was winless. Charles thought maybe the Dolphins would get this one, had a chance late with a two-point conversion. Couldn't get it, and they drop it 17-16.
They show effort every game that they play. They are not out. Not talented enough to get over the hump. But what was strange for me was seeing this little nugget. This was the 6th game in the Super Bowl era where the two teams were 0-9 or worse. Not a recipe for anyone wanting to watch that one. But
if you're looking ahead for a possible first win, it's going to be tough at Buffalo, then at Pittsburgh. They do come home for the Jets after that, however. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they will only muster a yard here to
enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete. Now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on. Eagles take the field again, and I want to revisit what we said earlier about their start now at 3-3. Not an amazing beginning of the season, but hey, there's still time for the lead in the NFC East. Big one Sunday night, Week 7 at Dallas, and head coach Doug Peterson, he already said, hey, we're going to go down to Dallas, we're going to be ready to play, and we're going to win.
He still believes in them. You know what a tough market it is in Philadelphia. You know what it's like with expectations around the league that this is a Super Bowl ready roster and they're at 3-3. He wants that team to know that he believes in them and that they're still talented enough to go out and get it done. And in a sense, putting himself on the line and trying to take the pressure off of his players because you know what kind of questions they're going to face all week going into that. He wants all those questions to be directed to him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that to Sean Jackson that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Here we go. Solid. Forward, Tokyo. 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Wentz steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that will lead to 4th down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 4th down conversion. Huge pickup as the Sticks make.